There you go. Welcome everyone to the 29th Paranormal Podtivity podcast. As you guys can see today, the topic at hand is haunted bridges, and with me, of course, is the dank ghoulish gal.
I'm playing with my soda. Yes, I'm here.
So yeah, we were supposed to do like three, U.S. haunted bridges and three Canadian bridges, but apparently, at least from what I've researched, for about a good 15 to 20 minutes on both YouTube and Google, apparently there are no specific haunted bridges located in Canada. There are a lot of places, like in general, that are haunted, but when it comes to bridges, at least,
Bridges.
there are absolutely none. So she is gonna do three U.S., I guess, haunted bridges, and
Oh,
I'm
we're
gonna
all gonna
do
do the US ones.
yeah. I only have two though because my two are it's gonna last way too long, whereas hers are shorter.
Yeah, mine are pretty short. I tried.
And yeah, I was supposed to have pictures for mine,
Uh-huh.
but apparently
I found the pictures for you.
no, it's no. Okay, here's a story. Here's a quick story, guys. So,
He put them in a WordPad, and then I couldn't save them from WordPad.
bitch,
Boy,
I'm gonna take you outside. But
you're a bitch, boy.
why? It's so cold.
Not here. It's kind of nice.
It's fucking freezing. The snowstorm outside. But anyways, so I was supposed to have pictures, and I got the pictures because she wanted me to get the pictures because she's lazy as hell as always. And then I got the pictures, and then when she tried to open it on her computer, apparently she couldn't even save or download or even do anything with them.
Not from that
So
file, I couldn't.
yeah, not from that file. And then
Then he sent me a link of bungled text. It wasn't even a link. It was all like 12 links stuck together.
no, when I said, save link address, that's usually what you do to get the picture's address for the link, whatever. Like that's what it does. And then yeah, there was like 60 links all combined in one. It was
Uh-huh.
just amazing. And she said, yeah, but anyways, she's starting first. Go ahead.
Rude. But I do have a nice thing. So you're going to have to tell me what the chat says.
Hell no.
All right, entire screen. Share. Wow.
But yeah, it's also Chinese New Year today. That's why I was quote unquote lazy for once, where she's always lazy. That's my excuse.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to make her sound bad, even though I know what's going on in her life sometime. Well, all the time actually.
All right, it's my turn.
But yeah.
Are you ready?
Am I ready? You're the one that's going.
Are you ready?
No.
Bridge
Go.
number 1. My bridge. It's the Bunnyman Bridge in Virginia. It's located on Colchester Road in Clifton, Virginia. And as you could tell, well, you can't really tell but there's a railroad above this tunnel thingy, so it's like a bridge. I don't know. But the legend is that, a local insane asylum closed, and when they were transporting the dangerous, the criminals that were put into the insane asylum, 2 men escaped.
Damn.
And they eluded police for weeks on end. And when they would search the area, the police would find mutilated rabbit corpses. That they looked mutilated or half eaten, stuff like that. And as time went on, one was said to be found dead hanging from this middle archway thing. And the other one they never found. And some think that he was killed by a train that was passing above, or that he's still out there. And there's another legend that people think, I'm getting there, is that there was this teenage boy. He killed all his parents, and then his family, and then he lived there in that area, and he's the bunny man. He eats bunnies and stuff, but that was proven false. This first one, they haven't been able to debunk it, to prove or disprove it. But
You have your mouse cruiser over what I think is the bunny man, or it's just like an inanimate object? Is that
I
the
don't
bunny
know.
man?
I didn't even see that.
Exactly. Is that
That's creepy.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the hell?
What is
No,
that?
that's just that
Okay,
looks
good.
that looks like a bunny suit. I don't fucking know, but go on.
Okay, but next picture. Look at this.
I'm
On
looking.
October 22nd, 1970, a report was made that a man in a bunny costume came up to a couple while they were in their car, parked a couple, I think it was like a mile or two away from the bunny bridge.
Hmm.
He came up to their car. He was knocking and he told them to leave, that they were trespassing. They couldn't be there. They didn't leave. They stayed there. And then what he did was he took this wooden axe, or this axe with the wooden handle, and smashed it through their fucking windshield, and he ran off.
What a savage.
And later on that week, same incident happened with a guy in a bunny costume. I don't think he did any destruction, but it was just like a week after this came out, people started coming forward and saying, I've seen this guy in the bunny costume.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of weird. I don't know if that guy was just going off of, people are scared of the bunny man, so we figured he'd do this. But from my knowledge and from what I've seen, they never caught the guy. And it's a very popular, it's a good picture, right? It's a very popular spot for people to do like paranormal investigations and stuff. And because, the internet's a thing, and Tumblr and Reddit and all that stuff's a thing now, people talk about, their experiences here. And to this day, people who go look there see like mutilated rabbit parts very often around this area. And they always say, they feel uneasy, it creeps them out, that kind of stuff. But like, either there's someone like super committed to freak people out in this area, leaving all these rabbits here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a creepy guy in a bunny costume around here. I mean, I'm sure it's possible to live in the woods, unnoticed and like off the grid and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure, eating rabbit is fine because a lot of people eat rabbit.
Yep, that is true.
But like, why leave carcasses all over the place?
Because it plays onto the tail, yeah.
That's true. But I don't know. It's interesting.
It was actually, surprisingly enough, a variation of the Bunnyman Bridge in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's not a bridge at all, actually. It's a highway that leads from like down from just normal Ontario to like downtown Ontario. But anyways, like I don't want to say the specific area, but anyways, there is a rainbow tunnel that goes really, really, really deep under like I guess it is a bridge, for cars to drive over, and there's a tunnel, and apparently people have, if this only happens at night, people have seen an apparition of like a white figure inside the tunnel just peeking out, and apparently when they've seen this figure, it was the bunny man itself. So I'm not sure if that's true. I've driven there a lot of times at night and I haven't seen anything, but this was like way back, maybe before I was born even, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting.
What's the chat saying? Because I can't see.
Nothing. They're all saying hi to each other.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hi, ghouls. I hope you ghouls are having a good weekend. Your turn. You ready?
Hell yeah. So mine is called the 7 Gates to Hell. This is a bridge that is located in Collinsville, Illinois. And to start this off, majority of these bridges, or gates if you will, well, it's a bridge itself, but then there are also several gates that are, I guess, attached to this specific area. But many of these gates were decommissioned, and they were at the same time railroad bridges in the towns of Collinsville, which was known at the same time for being a mining town. And there were trains that just ran through the woods that are near the area, like the forested area. There were trains with railroads that just ran across there, used to transfer said materials like coal or just whatever it was they found. It said that these, hold on, what did I write? Supposedly, these have been built and used in the 1800s, and they still are being used till this day. And there were several occurrences of hangings, well, I can't speak, hangings and occult rituals and assortment of just really dark acts, if you will.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Like in the tunnel or like around the tunnel?
In the entire area specifically, but I'm going to get
Mhm.
into detail with each gate and what happened specifically. Yeah, but just in that general area.
Hmm.
And you would have to actively go out of your way to find this place because it's not in a known area. You would literally have to drive through a set of, I guess, forest areas or just
Mhm.
specific areas in general to get here.
Like it's not on like a main road or anything like that.
Yeah, it's a out of the way location.
Mhm.
And yeah, as you enter the first gate, just the area and the feeling of it all is, I guess it plays onto the lore because it's all dilapidated and it just feels really eerie. That's what
Mhm.
most people said that have been there. It just feels really eerie and it feels like a cliche,
Like you could
horror
sense
movie.
the.
Exactly. Yeah, like you can feel something is watching you and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So gate number one. To get to gate number one, you have to travel down Lebanon Road. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Lebanon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's on the outskirts of the town, like I said before.
Mhm.
And when you come across the first gate, this is there's 7 gates in total, and this one just seems to be the most normal. Like there were no legends behind this first gate. There were no killings or suicides or cult activity.
Mhm.
It was just a normal gate. However, moving past gate number one, shortly after the first gate, on your first left turn, you have to make it immediately or you will miss this gate. And there's a reason why I'm specifying that, and I'll tell you near the end of this. But you have to make your first turn. And following the gate, a specific story has been tied in with this area. And the story is that a young African American child was chased through the wood, like the wooded area, by members of the KKK.
Oh my god.
And when they finally captured him, he was hung from the gate itself.
No.
Yes.
From the second one.
Yeah, the second gate. Yes, this is the second gate now. So he was hung from the gate itself. And that is the most known, I guess, legend and just what people have been saying for decades on decades. And
Mhm.
there's actually another rumor where similar situation, but instead of the members of the clan, it was his friend killing him because they both liked the same girl.
Mm.
And I guess he was winning her love more so than this other person was or this friend
Yeah.
was. So he took the liberty of killing him. And at the, like what the clan members did, he also hung
Hung.
him, yeah, on the bridge. So that is the most known. But what the eerie part is that some people who actually visited the area,
Mhm.
they said that they can see the same child waving them to come to the next gate.
Aww.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
it's like in most instances of eyewitness reports or just stories about these, it's really unfortunate because it is, and it's really
Mhm.
sad, but at the same time, like you see a little child waving
But
you to the next gate. That's kind of creepy at
but
the same
is
time.
it actually a child?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it a child or is it the spirit or you never know. But
Yeah.
gates 3 and 4 are known as the twin gates, and from the second gate you just have to continue driving, and you will soon see an overpass with. This is what I find weird. It's like it's pretty open general area, but then there are ruins after gate number 2. So the
Mhm.
first two, it's relatively normal. It's just a gate and a forest, if you will. But after you get past that, you see ruins, and the road parallels. And then on the parallel of the road, you will see railroad tracks, and you're on the right way
Mhm.
to the gates, to the twin gates. And once you enter the area, you have to make an immediate right turn, and this is how you enter the first gate, which is gate 3, like the first gate out of the 3 and 4.
Mhm.
However, when this has been noted on all expeditions that before you find a space to park, you have to make sure that is as far as possible from. I don't know. This was kind of convoluted in the writing, but it was you have to be as far as possible, but at the same time be close as you can be to the middle of gates 3 and 4. So I don't know if that
Mhm.
makes sense. Like, does that make sense to you?
Like it has to be in the middle, but hidden. I,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
interesting. I don't know.
And are you reading the chat, by the way?
Huh?
Are you
No, I can't
reading the
read the
chat?
chat. I need my thing in full screen. Remember?
Yeah, I can't read the chat either because I'm reading my thing. But anyways, after you did park and you find whatever specific area you're supposed to park in, your hearing has to be really, really, I guess, on point
Hmm.
because legend states that in gates 3 and 4 there were rumored satanic rituals and they would
Okay.
sacrifice animals here. And this has been going on since like I said, the 1800s throughout
Yeah.
1970s, and it's apparently still going on. And you can hear actually the rituals being chanted. That's why
Oh
you
my
have to
god.
listen really well.
Yeah. So you know you're not stepping into something you shouldn't be.
Exactly. And after you park and you arrive, and if you quote unquote do hear these rituals being played out, immediately after that you would feel really sick and nauseated.
Mm-hmm.
And the creepy part is that you feel watched. Like you and I know how that feels because it's kind of normal for us.
Yeah.
But like initially when we felt it, it was pretty creepy, obviously. But like you would feel like that. You would feel like you're being watched.
Right. Like you're not alone. There's something there.
Yeah, and this is just like common knowledge. But if you're in a forest, you would obviously hear like grasshoppers or any kind of animal or just like stuff like that. You would
Yeah.
know you're in a forest. However, this only happens in gate 3 and 4 apparently. When you enter there,
Hmm.
everything is quiet. You
That's
can't hear
creepy.
yeah, you can't hear a single thing, but the only thing you can hear is the water running, which is, I guess, more normal.
Hmm.
But when it comes to like animals that are supposed to be there or just like the crackling of the
Like
wind on
birds
the
and stuff.
exactly, there's nothing. So can you imagine entering a place, not just this place, but a place in general and hearing nothing but water?
Yeah. No,
You're
thank you.
yeah, exactly. When you're supposed to
That's
hear everything
creepy.
else.
Especially when you're in like a forest or woods, you know that there's supposed to be sounds going on.
Yep, exactly. It's like straight out of a movie, like I said, but on all witness accounts, that's what they said have occurred. So that's either every single one of them were lying or just this actually happens. I don't know, but as you go deeper, there are
Hmm.
two branching sides, and one of them, like on the left side per se, it's just a overgrown dumping area for just whatever it is, like trees or bark or just whatever. It's useless, if you will. However, on the
Hmm.
other side, it is littered literally with a landfill of animal carcasses.
Ew.
Yeah, so on
Probably
one
from those rituals then.
I don't know. Like it could be rituals or it could be someone just sadistically wanting to kill animals, but there is literally a landfill of dead animals there. It can be dogs,
That's
cats.
disgusting.
Yeah,
It
it can
must
be
stink.
anything. It probably does. And one specific person said that, like I was reading the cases, and this one guy said that he heard a car coming from gate 4.
Hmm.
So that scared him and his friend enough to run back to their car ASAP and drive. But at the same time, they were being scared. They were stupid because they wanted to chase after this car. Because you're like no one is supposed to be there, I guess, minus, them because they were investigating that specific day. I don't know, but they chased after the car and they heard nothing. They were chasing after the noise. Sure, they
Hmm.
heard the noise, so they were following the noise, but there were no physical car present besides their own.
Hmm. So they heard the sound of a car, but they didn't see it.
Exactly.
And that's where you're not supposed to be able to hear anything, right?
Yep, exactly. So how do you hear a car in a place that you can only hear
Hear the
water,
water.
nothing else? Yeah. And the worst part is, as they were driving when they heard this car coming,
Hmm.
they pulled over immediately because they saw something on the floor.
Hmm.
And when they got out and looked at it, it was a baby calf that was sacrificed, quote
Oh.
unquote. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you said that there were those rituals going on.
Yeah, it was like mutilated and it looked like a baby calf, but it actually was confirmed to be a baby calf. It was just mutilated to the point where they couldn't exactly tell
Tell.
at that turn time. Yeah.
Ugh.
And yeah, I have a lot more to talk about. Holy shit. But before talking about Gate 5 and what resides past this, there were witnesses saying that the house that's directly after Gate 4 has been known as the Death House.
Oh God. Okay.
And this is said to be a place that is haunted and used for said satanic rituals. And I guess their dumping ground was that specific area and just like
Hmm.
the road now, I guess. I don't know. They're running out of area or space, but apparently it's owned by someone because there's like a fence post, and on the fence post it says "Stay out," all capitalized in red. Now, either the owner partakes in said cults, or there
Hmm.
actually is someone who's just trying to scare off people because he's sick and tired of these rumors, and he just doesn't want people visiting the house or whatever because of like break-ins or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Hmm.
And on to gate number 5. And after this is just two more, but like gate number 1, gate number 5 is just normal, but the drive there is eerie because like again, you after seeing all that, you would just feel an ominous, I guess, energy.
Hmm.
And what makes it worse is that let's say from each gate it takes, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. From gate 5 to gate 6, it takes at least half an hour.
Oh wow. So there it's a big distance.
Yeah, it's a big distance, so it gives you a lot of time to think and soak in what happened and get more scared, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Link said pics are not real. I mean, he said he finds it hard to believe about the calf. I mean, what goes on in the world and what I know personally, that's
Not that
nothing
far fetched.
compared to just finding a dead animal on the ground. But yeah, gate number 6. And the legend behind gate number 6 states that two youngins were driving through the back roads and they were,
Youngins.
yeah, no, and they were tripping on acid.
Oh good.
hmm And then eventually they lost control of their car, of course. And then they either hit the gate 6 like straight on, or they just
Oh dang.
drove off what now is being called, but at the same time different, acid bridge
Hmm.
because of they were tripping on acid and they died, whatever. Witnesses say that if you were to go past gate 6, you would see a ghastly apparition of said car of the two young people that were tripping on acid and that died, and a endless loop of what happened to them and how it played out and how they died would be shown. So you would see their car crashing into the gate or just slipping off the road and them dying. That's pretty much what it's trying to say.
Ugh.
Yeah, that is just. I've actually heard a story about that. That's not in regards to the bridges, but this woman jumping off like this really high area, and people at night would go there
And see
and
her.
yeah, exactly. And she
Oh
would just
yeah,
be
it's the
jumping off.
residual energy
Yeah, the
left by
residual
that.
haunting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which is very common.
And this number gate, well, number gate, this gate number 7 is, like I said before, the final gate, but also why it's been called the seven gates of hell, because
Hmm.
apparently in this final gate it leads to hell. Now I don't believe that at all, but that's just what the rumors
Well,
or the
do you
legend
think?
say.
Sorry for interrupting, but
Number one.
the gate to hell. Do you think it might be like just a paranormal portal where spirits can come in and out?
Yeah, that's
That
what I
could
feel
be,
like it
yeah,
is. I don't think it's hell itself. I think it's exactly what you just said.
like a portal, which are
Yeah.
very common actually.
But yeah, like I was saying, this is where the name comes in, and the legend has it that after midnight, if you were to drive past all seven gates in order, like so there's a specific ritual or a game you have to play for this to happen.
Oh gosh, no, thank you,
But yeah, if you were to,
lupus.
well, it's not that much of a game, but yeah, if you were to drive past all seven gates in order, after reaching the seventh one, a portal of sorts, so like you said, opens and it
Hmm.
quote unquote leads to hell, and you are greeted by dogs. But what they call it is hellhounds,
Yeah,
which
hellhounds. I was about to say.
yeah, it kind of seems far fetched to me, but
No,
at the
they're a
same
thing.
time, are they really?
Yeah, there's a lot of stories about them.
It's kind of badass actually. But apparently, if you drive backwards, so from gate 7 to 1, and again at midnight,
Backwards.
yep. So you start at gate 7 and you drive to gate 1
Hmm.
during midnight. It's like there's a little tear, I guess, that opens in like at the end of gate 1. And when you go there, you get a glimpse of the lake of fire, which I'm assuming is the lake of fire in hell, which is like Hades
Hmm.
spawn pit of whatever fucking thing. It's read about it, it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, like that's what you see apparently. And if you were to try to run out of fear, the like the hellhounds would chase after you and they will kill you. But if you don't run, they'll leave you alone, which I find interesting.
I mean, I guess it's just like regular dogs. If you run from a regular dog, they're gonna chase you.
Yeah, that's true.
Like with my stupid freaking dog.
Hmm.
Once you run, she's right for the ankle.
And surprisingly enough, even after all these like I guess eyewitness accounts or all these stories, no one
Hmm.
has actually come out and, record any of this or say that, hey, all this is real. This again is all just based on legends and speculation, but no one has actively come on and said, hey, I've been to hell and I've come back.
Hmm.
Yeah. And let's
Interesting.
see.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
check
so
the
like
chat.
yeah, I'll do that after. But yeah, like I said, all of this is just a legend based on a legend and what some people claim have happened. But at the same time, there is supposed cults, or just sacrifices that take place as
Yeah,
as you heard from all the animals that are stacked up to that baby calf to
yeah,
just
and
the
that's
ominous
actually a
feeling.
fairly common thing.
Exactly. To the feeling of being watched and just
Hmm.
hearing nothing but water. That's the creepiest part.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And that took a lot of time. But that is the Seven Gates of Hell from
Hmm.
Collinsville, Illinois. The bridge. Yeah.
Cool beans. They've been practicing like their satanic stuff for like a century, right? Since the
Well, it was
1800s.
it was like this whole place, the bridges and the gates were built in the
Uh huh.
1800s. However, activity didn't spring about until a century after. So it's
Hmm.
been almost 2 centuries actually, because it's
Hmm.
still happening till this day.
Yeah, and where people do those kind of ritualistic sacrifices and whatnot,
Hmm.
there's always activity,
Percussion, yeah.
and usually it's negative,
Hmm.
and all that activity could explain the portal, or vice versa. Like they could be there because they knew that paranormal portal was there,
Hmm.
or from them doing it so much, one opened.
Yeah, because doing it for almost 2 centuries, like
Yeah,
170 years, is kind of excessive. And even if there were nothing paranormal, doing something like that for that long, it would attract some sort of energy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's the chat say?
Let's see. I'm scrolling back up. Sleepy said it was so sad in regards to what happened to that little guy.
Yeah, the little boy.
My uncles used to do that. How long do you? Oh, never mind. He's talking about something else. And then Link is kind of skeptical. And people are just saying hi because Nene is here and Master Guardian is here.
Nene.
With Spooky
Hi,
Boo
Nene.
and Lindsay Wallace. And Link, of course, is here. Yeah, but yeah, we have 21 people watching, so welcome everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far.
All right, are you
But
ready
yeah,
for mine?
everyone's just saying hi. Yeah, yeah, go for it.
All right. Now, this one's not long, but I have like my own personal experience that goes with this bridge. So,
All right, I'm gonna go to the washroom real quick, so just take it away.
all right, here we go. I don't know if any of you noticed this or recognize this because it's decently famous. It's the Sachs covered bridge in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and it's located on Waterworks Road. And this was used a lot by the Confederates to cross the creek during the Battle of Gettysburg, like when they were fleeing because they were losing. They all, oop, I hit my microphone. They all went across that way. And there is a legend that states that 3 Confederate soldiers were hanged after the Battle of Gettysburg. Like they didn't run fast enough, they were caught, and the other side hanged them from this bridge. And of course, since this is obviously very, very, very close to where the Battle of Gettysburg was taking place, and that battle causing 46 to 51,000 deaths from both sides, there are many, many reports of people in this area hearing cannon fire, gunshots, screaming of wounded and dying soldiers, and they claim to see very shadowy mists floating throughout this bridge.
Too spooky for me.
Too spoopy. But that's really all I have on it, other than what my personal experiences with this bridge. they do a lot because it's Gettysburg. It's a very historic place. They do these reenactments.
Mm-hmm.
And these stir up a lot of activity because you're kind of recreating, you know what I mean, what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So it will stir up a lot of activity. So when people do this kind of thing here, like they reenact the battle and they, retrace the steps of history, it could stir it up because they'll be like, hey, am I back where I was? Am I dead? Am I not dead? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But because very well known, I live in PA. I went here on a school field trip a long, long time ago. I think I was 12, 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
And we went here. Ooh, there's some of the spoopy stuff. We went here. We went, to the Gettysburg place or whatever to see all the historical museums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a decent amount of soldiers from, in period clothing and whatnot. But I expected as much. But we actually walked across this bridge. And I was 11, 12. I didn't know shit about this bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we walked across it for, to look at it and whatever. And they were talking about it. But when I got halfway into this bridge, I got a massive migraine. And then I started crying for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure the reason was because so much tragedy happened. And all that energy, it just got to me. And I remember starting to bawl my eyes out as we walked, and I was trying to hide it. I was looking down at my feet and I was sniffling. And my friend was like, hey, man, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then some other kid was like, miss, blah, 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 she's crying over here. And I was like, fuck me. So she took me off the bridge and she's like, you okay? Are you sick? I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just, the energy was so overwhelming on that bridge. And I dreaded having to recross it to get back to where we had to go.
Mm-hmm.
But the second time, it didn't happen. So I wonder if, the spirits in that area, gave me all the, their feelings, their emotions or whatever, and then didn't do it again because they saw how much it upset me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was terrible. I didn't like it. And that was when I was decently young.
Funny story, actually. This attains to my culture, I guess, and just me being inclined as a whole. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess at the age of 10 to 12, my mom would, because we were searching for a new house or whatever, and my mom would tell me that in Chinese culture, if you were to get a headache
Mm-hmm.
from entering a home, that means there are spirits there.
Yeah.
And then often enough, I would get headaches, and then I would see people, and I would tell my mom or the woman or the man that was showing us the house
Uh-huh.
that why are there people living in here, and isn't this supposed to be vacant? And then they're like, and then I would remember the guy or the woman pulling off my parents to the side and looking at me and probably saying, what the fuck is your kid on drugs? There's no one here.
Yeah.
But I would see them and I would tell them, and then until this day, well, they believe me now. Back then they didn't believe me.
Because you're just a kid.
Yeah, and how that ties into how that's relevant to what you were saying is that you said you were feeling
I got a migraine. It was bad.
Yeah, and you were feeling the emotions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would
Mm-hmm.
that's wow, I can't speak. That's what I would feel in certain places when I would go to those, vacant properties to see if we wanted to rent them or buy them.
Mm-hmm.
I would get not so much sad, but I would just feel some sort of emotion. I would see them.
Their emotions pretty much.
Exactly, yeah. So that there is truth to what she just said.
Yeah, and when you get headaches like that, they're, taking your energy to try to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It wasn't a pleasant experience when I was 11, 12.
Yeah, it's kind of weird and freaky.
It is. And people made fun of me for a long time for crying. Because at that age, you're not supposed to cry. It was just nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I remember it so vividly and I hate it.
And Barnett, these are just like cases and stories we found online in regards to the topic at hand.
Yeah,
Like these are
except for
just
mine.
yeah. Except for her. This is her personal experience, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my God, that happens. Link said, "Oh my God, that happens to me when I see strange stuff. When
Yeah,
I hear
they take your
EVP."
energy and it gives you a headache.
Well, he's like, I see, or like he does the EVP and then he starts to cry and he doesn't cry usually.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes they can push their feelings onto you and it's not very pleasant. Like for a long time, after this I talked to my mom about it and we became a lot more open about this kind of thing, talking to each other.
Hmm.
And because we had like the more open communication or whatever, she explained to me, why it happens, which
Yeah.
is, they take your energy. And when they do that, it's obviously going to harm you negatively.
Hmm.
But when I was really young and I was opening myself up a little bit more to this kind of thing, because before, I saw things, but I didn't openly acknowledge them being there.
Hmm.
You get your feelings mixed up with theirs. And until you get more experienced, I guess, it's very hard to figure out that line between your feelings and the spirit's feelings.
Different entry, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes there's that one pushy spirit that'll just push all their freaking feelings on you, and then, like, bam, nowhere, you're freaking pissed about something for no reason, or bam, you're super sad.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, but I know what you're talking about because I never experienced that minus like a hand, maybe once or twice.
Mm. But, like, yeah, that's mine. Your turn.
Okay, this one is like, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh
5,
my
6,
God.
7,
Just start reading.
11 paragraphs. But this is called the Egypt Road Bridge at Ohio. This bridge, like before, is hidden and it's surrounded by woods and it's off
Yeah, you can
the
see.
road. Yeah, which is I don't know what this stands for, but it's TWP and then Highway 766 in Salem. I don't know,
Township, maybe? I don't know.
maybe Township Highway. I don't freaking know, but it's in Salem, so
Hmm.
that's kind of spooky already. But yeah, here resides a really old actually iron bridge that
Yeah, it's
unfortunately,
rusted as shit.
yeah, exactly. It's well, no, that's just the oh, okay. Well, you're showing that picture. Never mind. I thought you had a
Hmm.
previous picture. But unfortunately, this place has been known for several, and I mean a lot of baby deaths,
Oh, no. Okay.
suicides, and of course, satanic activity.
Hmm.
Why do people like doing these fucking things? I don't fucking know. And apparently, from a lot of people, just literally they wrote weird events, and I'll detail what that means later. But
Hmm.
this, like before, is in a out of the way location, so you have to actively go and search, and you'll know you're at the right place when you find this, I guess, rusted, dilapidated iron barrier,
Hmm.
and then it just leads to a road, and next to all of it is just forestry. So you'll know you'll be at the right place when you go there. And again, it's just like the environment of it all. It's creepy and it's closed off from, I guess, people.
Like civilization.
Yeah, exactly. It's closed. Wow, it's closed off of civilization, and like you feel so vulnerable because no one can help you.
Right.
Like
And
if you were to call the police, they wouldn't know where to find you at.
yeah, and I mean they probably would know around the area, but getting there, they can't take their like police cruisers and stuff through the woods.
Exactly. Like
It'd take a while.
yeah. And past the rusted barrier is an overgrown area with a lot of vegetation. But the thing is, it's not recommended that you go at night at all because for one, there are no street lights, there are no light at all.
Right.
And I've been to forests myself and at nighttime, if you like you can't see anything. Like if it's as
Right. You
like
could fall
especially
into
if
the
it's
freaking creek or something.
it's not even that, it's just if you're in such a forested area with no light, you can't see what's in front of you, regardless of paranormal or not. And what if there are, let's say not huskies, but just coyotes out there or other things that can hunt you.
Right.
So it's yeah, apparently it's not recommended to go at night, but there are again, daredevils who do want to do that, and it's been said that if you were to go there at night, sorry, you would have to bring like a weapon, like a hatchet or an axe, and just
Hmm.
heavy duty flashlights. Because again, it's literally that dark. You can't see anything. It's pitch black dark. And yeah, so this is where the baby death comes in, or the legend of it all. There are two versions of the crybaby legend, is what it's been named. And the first one that it's known for is that there was a young couple that was just strolling, and they were coming towards the creek or that bridge, as you can see, and then to the side of it is like a place where you can fall down, and there's a creek there. They were just minding their own business. They were talking, and they weren't paying attention to their baby. So the unfortunately the baby fell off the bridge
Oh my God.
into a creek, and it
Drowned.
survived the fall, thankfully, yes, but it drowned. Yeah, it unfortunately drowned.
I think I would have rather it die from the fall than drown.
I mean, both way you're still suffering.
No, if you hit your head, you're done quick. Drown, it takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but if you're bleeding out there and you get, I don't talk about it. But anyways, um, in all accounts, people that have been there in the daytime,
Hmm.
every single person said that they can hear that baby crying, or just babies in general crying. And this is like near the gate itself.
Hmm.
And in the second version, it's actually quite sadder. But again, the baby wanders off because the it was just the mom this time. Actually, it was the mom and the baby. I don't know why you would take your baby to a
Here.
here. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why you would do that. But anyways, so the mom was, I guess, admiring the vegetation or whatever, and the baby again falls off, doesn't hit, their head on anything, and it was drowning. And the mother noticed, so she took the liberty of wanting to save the baby, like all moms
Obviously, yeah.
do. Yeah. And sad thing is the current and just, I guess, the weight of it all drowned the two of them.
Oh God. That sucks.
Yep. So the father was at work, and then when he came home to a family of nothing, because like his wife and his kids weren't there, he went to the place because the wife told him where they were.
Hmm.
And then as he entered this place, he saw their floating body just on the creek. It was floating. It was just like, I guess, floating on the creek, like I just said.
Hmm.
And in a panic, instead of jumping into the water and trying to save them, he went to look for help.
Aw.
However, there are a lot of branching paths on this bridge and just a lot of different roads you can take. He went to the wrong one,
Hmm.
and it was just covered in trees. I don't know why that isn't a sign for a person to just go back and look for a different way, but he went there and he was trying to get out of it, and it became nightfall, and then he was never seen again after that. Like he was lost in the woods and he was never seen again.
Oh my gosh. So his wife and baby died, and then he got lost and died.
Yes, his wife and kid drowned, and he saw their bodies floating, and he wanted to save them, but he was scared that the same fate might happen, so he wanted to get other people in hopes of him making it back on time. But
Hmm.
not only did he not make it back on time, they were already dead, unfortunately. So
That's sad.
that is sad. And then legends also have it that in the 1970s, this place was known for teenage suicides, like teenagers committing suicide.
Uh-huh.
And then the people that went there, this part is really sad. This whole fucking thing is sad. But when people went there, they saw graffiti, like just
Hmm.
graffiti being sprayed. I guess not then, obviously, but back then,
Right.
of a boy and a girl. Like their names were there,
Aw.
and this was in the year 1978.
Okay, so it
And
was
then
a while
next to
ago,
the
but not that
graffiti,
long. Not
yeah,
that long.
exactly. Next to the graffiti was a piece of old rope that was found
Mhm.
tied to the support beams, and it was dangling into the
Oh
creek below.
no.
Yeah, so this is a real thing, unfortunately. And if you were to move past that specific, I guess, bridge further down
Hmm.
exploring, the pavement road would then turn into a muddy trail. And beyond this area, the road is it would just end. And if you were to walk a bit further past the trees and everything, it was a big open field.
Hmm.
Which is, I guess, like a plot of land or something back then. But
Yeah.
people say that this place resides a cult. However, the distinction of the cults, that being pagan or satanic, was never confirmed. People just know that there were cults here, like a specific type of cult here. And again, there were abandoned, I guess, buildings near the area, and you would find the traditional pentagrams and all that.
Yeah.
But to that extent, no other signs of, I guess, what kind of cult they were, even though a pentagram would it entail a satanic cult or does it not? Like, would that be stupid to assume that just because there's a pentagram, it means it's a satanic cult? Can pagans have a pentagram? I don't know.
They have a certain one, but that's different.
Yeah, like it wasn't specified in this guy's case, so I don't know. But apparently scattered in all the different abandoned places were again dead animals. They're just scattered in each and every single building. And
All kind of animals.
no, specifically, well, they said here specifically just dogs and cats.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's what he said. He just said he saw a lot of dogs and cats being near the area. But this is like the weird part. Even like you can go further. Like even if you go further past all these buildings, there is another bridge. However, this bridge is really different. It's a normal pavement road, and it's just the bridge itself. So imagine that right now. However, in the support beams, there
Hmm.
is a tree branch growing out of it. Now, mind you, that there is nothing else near the area that has said vegetation. It's on that specific part of the support beam that has a branch growing from it. How does that
Uh-huh.
make sense at all? Like I don't.
Yeah, you
That's
can't survive.
it makes no sense and it's so weird. Like it's till this day it's still there. Like there are pictures of it. You guys can Google. It's just that specific area of that beam that has a tree growing on it or a branch that turned into
Yeah.
a tree. Like that's just so weird. I don't know if that's paranormal related or if that's Mother Nature's weird work. I don't freaking know. But that's what the Egypt Road Bridge is.
What's the chance say?
Um, let's see. And I told you we're overtime now. I told you mine were really long. It's 9:47. So by the time you're done, yours is going to be like 10 maybe.
That's fine.
Let's see. Lisa G. Herman says, well, first of all, welcome. And she says, sorry I missed part of it. Love your videos.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we have the Gates of Hell bridges here in southern Illinois. Haunted and very spooky. I could feel the energy in these places too. It is a bit
Whoa.
overwhelming. When I lived in England, we lived in a haunted house. Those spirits were mean though. It was 5 years old.
England, I don't know what it is about England, but I heard the spirits in England are really mean.
Why was that?
I don't know. I just heard like everyone I talk to, like from there, when they have like spiritual encounters, they're always so mean, like negative. Not like malicious, but just mean.
And in the picture you have right now,
Hmm.
you notice how there's like one tree and then there's like a really darkened area?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's someone in a robe.
Hmm.
That's
Well,
kind of cool. Let's see what else the chat says. Lindsay Wallace had to go because it's really late for
oh,
her. People are saying poor baby.
yeah, poor babies. Oh my God.
Pentagram isn't really satanic in itself. Yeah, I figured. That's why I didn't assume. And that's about it. And people are just
All
saying
right,
hi.
my turn. Ooh, so beautiful. This is the Colorado Street Bridge in Pasadena, California. And it's also known as the Suicide Bridge. It was built in 1912, and since then, over 100 confirmed people have jumped to their death from this bridge.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. And a majority of those people did so during the Great Depression. because, you know, they lost their house, their money, you know,
Yeah,
their
it's
family,
really bad.
everything. It just lost it all. But it was said to be haunted before it was even finished.
Oh,
And because, you know, what caused that is because, you know, they were working on it, they were building it, and obviously it's high up. A man who was working on it fell to the street below, but the street wasn't finished yet. The concrete
oh
was
no.
still drying.
Hmm.
So he got stuck and sank in before anyone could run down there and get him out.
Oh God, that's
And
terrible.
it's, yeah. People say that his body is still there in that street that's there now because
Like
they
it's
could
part
never
of
get him
the,
out.
yeah, yeah, it's
It's
part
part
of
of
the
the
thing.
foundation. Yeah.
Oh God. Hmm.
So after that happened, the rumors and everyone, like, this bridge is haunted because, this man, he already died on it.
Hmm.
And then all these people started committing suicide off of this bridge. So along with him, the most common ones that are spoken about are a man with wire rimmed glasses. So, dated glasses from the 1900s,
Hmm.
like early 1900s, and a woman in a long robe who vanishes. But as you can see, oh, there's the old one. As you can see here before, there's no like fence. It's just this easy thing you can easily just hop over it.
It's actually really pretty, despite the
It
activity
is.
that
It's
happened.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But like you see, there's no anything here. I was supposed to show this picture earlier. Shame on me. But you see here in this picture, they have these giant pillars and stuff now,
Hmm.
and everything's thicker. That's because in 1993, they did millions and millions of dollars of like a restoration, and that included putting this thing up here, which they call a suicide barrier. And
Makes
it's
sense.
to make it harder for people to not jump off. It might, to try to deter them from doing that.
Hmm.
And throughout the bridge, there are signs like this that say, there's hope, suicide's not the answer, and they give you a hotline to call for help. And these are placed throughout the bridge because there's so many known suicides that happen from it.
Hmm.
And it's just crazy. And I do believe not that long ago, Shane Dawson
Yep,
went
that's
to
what we
this,
said. Hmm.
went to here, and he felt stuff. And when they were walking on the bridge, there were even carvings in the bridge that said, I jumped, and it had like a date.
Jesus.
And there were a few of those around there. And that was just like
Obituary.
terrible.
Yeah.
Like the person who jumped wrote it there. And while
Hmm.
they were walking along, one of his friends who was with him pointed out a big flaw in the suicide barrier, if you will, where you could just climb onto a pillar and just avoid the whole, fence entirely.
That's even worse.
Right? And then they went on the bottom and they did a Ouija board or whatever, I think, which was a dumb idea.
Hmm.
And Shane started to feel really weird. And so they just threw it out, which is weird
Which is
because you're not
stupid,
supposed to
not
just
weird.
throw it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's really, really well known, actually. But it's just sad that, it looked like this before.
Hmm.
And because it was so bad, like so many people were just jumping, they had to do this. And it still
It,
doesn't help.
it reminds me of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Hmm.
But it's so sad that something so beautiful, is for something, so
Just
much bad happens
unfolding
around it.
such dark stuff. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh man, I just saw on this sign, it says there is, and then someone scratched in no. So it says there's
There is
no
no hope.
hope.
Yeah, I see
That's
that.
sad. And this says die right here.
The last rebel says, "Is it a bad idea to have someone pick you up a Ouija board from New Orleans out of old shop where
Oh my
the
god, I
triangles
probably
were
wouldn't do
elaborate?"
that.
New Orleans, that is like a hotbed
Yeah, I
for
wouldn't. Not in
paranormal.
New
Yeah,
Orleans.
Like, I really want to go to New Orleans because it's the site of one of my favorite shows, but at the same time, just all that voodoo and just gumbo and everything.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's all I got. Oh, everyone can
9:55.
see my beautiful icons, all my games.
Oh my god.
So we have like 5 minutes for Q&A. Look at that. Perfect.
I told you it was a lot.
Yeah, yours was a lot.
But yeah, for the new people.
Yeah, hi, new people. I can't believe there's so many of you here.
Yeah, welcome, new people. If you guys have any questions in regards to Ghoulish or
anything.
myself. No, not anything. No, I'm kidding.
Anything. Q&A.
Ask her anything. Quite literally.
Play what? I'm up. Oh, Left 4 Dead. Yes. Do you have Left 4 Dead for the Xbox? I guess it only comes on Xbox or
no,
Steam, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have
it
both, but I don't have a gaming PC anymore, so.
You have it for Xbox?
No, I don't have an Xbox.
Oh, you scrub.
I have a PS4 Pro, and that's all I have, and that's all I need. That's all I need.
I'm sure I can get it on Steam. We'll see.
Can your computer run it, though?
Better. Yo, I hear Trevor back there.
Trevor's so big.
Hold on. What's your Steam name? Link. I'll write it down, and then Trevor will add you, and we'll figure it out. Because it'll be fun. I think he has your things. # Milk Dilf Mike.
A lot of paranormal stuff has been happening to me. Says Cat.
Like what?
I lost Mario Kart. I hate it when I lose Mario Kart.
Gaming stream. I should do gaming streams every so often. Instead of like recording it and editing it, just stream it. I have to figure out how to do that, though.
Look how it says 13 minutes ago you were sharing stuff on Facebook. Fucking so professional. Trudeau says Canada will take refugees banned by US. That is very stupid. I'm sorry.
Is that your thingy-mabob link? Let me write it down.
If Trudeau were to take every single American that was banned, we would not have space for one, and that would be a really bad idea. How are we gonna take this many people?
I'll live with you. Okay, that's yours. Okay, that's yours. I'll write it. It's links. Okay.
Trudeau's a good guy, but he's trying to take on too much at once.
I think I think he wants to make up for the shit that's going on.
Yeah, but it's not his fault. It's not our fault.
I know, but he's just that good of a guy.
Okay, but it's not our fault.
I know. But I'm just saying, he's like that good of a guy versus how shitty ours is.
He's better than Harper. Way better than Harper.
All right, I'm writing down Steam names. I don't know what my husband's is. It's probably like Trevor or Trev Dog or some garbage like that.
Trev Dog. But yeah, if you guys have new people, that is, or just regulars, if you guys have any questions.
I don't think I'd ever. I might go to Illinois. I don't know. I don't travel a lot. I barely travel. I have no life. Any questions from anyone, especially the new people? Because all the people who are here all the time. Night, Graham. All the people who are here all the time already asked all their questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, we have 22 of them.
Yeah.
Let's see who's in the chat. I can actually see who's in the chat.
Can you? That's cool.
Apparently it says there's 22, but I can only see like a handful.
I've never been anywhere other than like PA, Maryland, and Virginia, and that's all in like the same little clump.
Arkansas, even though it's not Arkansas, it's Arkansas, but people say Arkansas, makes no sense.
Who the fuck is Arkansas?
A lot of people.
It's Milford. That's not far. Milford County's not that far from where I mean, it's far, but it's not like too far.
Yeah, I live in good old Canada.
Lucky you.
Hell yeah.
Especially now. Okay. Questions. How is your week going, guys? You want to know something nutso?
What?
This channel hit 6,000 Ghouls
What
on the
mean?
10th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the 28th now, and I'm already at
6368.
almost.
Well, it says
Well, yeah, I'm at
6368 for me.
6,373. So says this live counts thing. So we went up like almost 400 subscribers in like 2 weeks.
Girl, you went up. All I do is these podcasts, but you do all the other work because it's for channel. It's not my channel.
I meant we, like everyone, like you and me and the ghouls and stuff.
Oh,
We do it together.
sounds
It's not
kinky.
just like my channel, it's their channel too. I love everybody. I try to, interact with everybody.
The paranormal family is amazing.
We are a
Says,
family.
says Emily.
That's why I like my channel.
I hate your channel because you run it.
I'm gonna kill you when you come here. You know that, right?
Every
Oh,
time you say that,
Jude asked me when you're coming.
did you?
I told him, I said, for your birthday. He goes, okay. He goes, it's my birthday soon. I said, no, honey. I'm like, your birthday's in 7 months.
What do you say?
He goes, but I want Mike to come for now. I'm like, well, he can't.
I want Mike to come for now.
Yeah, exactly like that.
his his grammar. So
Well,
weird.
he's 4. What do you want? But
True.
yeah, he was like, I want him for now. I'm like, well, he can't.
Unless
He's
he
like,
wants to pay
he's
for
gonna
my
sleep on the couch. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna sleep on the couch.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna wake up to a pepper next to me and scare the fuck out of me.
Ugh, no, we put Pepper in the cage at night because she pees on the floor.
Oh my god. I don't want to wake up to a pepper.
Oh, Emily. I miss Ghost Adventures too. They're on like a little not a hiatus, but their season's over, I think.
Lisa says your channel is amazing or awesome. Never.
Thank you.
Lisa, you don't have to lie to her. It's okay.
You're so rude, Mike.
Like if you ever had to run to a channel, what if you ever wow. I'm sorry I can't speak. Mike, if you ever had to run a channel, what do you think
Cooking.
would be a majority of the content? It's probably cooking and music. Maybe music while I'm cooking at the same. I don't fucking know, but those two. Mainly cooking.
Is March when the new episodes are coming out? Probably. If you opened a door, you're gonna have to like close it yourself. It depends on how you opened the door. Did you invite something in, or did you use like an Ouija board or something like that? It depends on how you opened, the door.
Yeah, it's subjective to the method, like Google just said.
Oh, my back is so itchy and I can't reach it. That's the worst.
Your ass is dirty.
My back.
I mean, I know. It means your ass is dirty.
I didn't get Resident Evil yet.
I beat the game already, and
I'm broke.
it's really good. Link, it took me 7.5 hours, but I was actually very surprised at how good it was.
Everyone's telling me it's good.
Especially nearing the end. Too much. My favorite song right now, I don't even want to say it because I'm going to get shit on.
I bet you will.
What's your favorite song?
Mine?
Stressed Out. Heathens.
I will fucking kill you. My favorite song right now is Goner.
By
21 Pilots. I sent it to you the other day.
I swear to God, it was Heathens.
I swear to God, it's not Heathens. It was Heathens when they first came out, and then it got shoved into the shitty ass movie, and now it sucks.
Actually, I have 3 right now. The first one is Paris by the Chainsmokers. Dodie, Sick of Losing Soulmates, and Shawn Mendes, Mercy.
Yuck.
Your
Favorite song, not songs.
Too bad. Did you do Resident Evil 7? I don't have VR.
Oh yeah, Link knows what Goner is. Thank fuck.
I bet you he doesn't listen to Stressed Out or Heathens like you do.
I don't. The only time I play fucking Heathens or Ride is when it's on freaking Rock Band.
Yeah, Mercy Well, yeah, Emily, of course, because he's Shawn Mendes. That's why. Like, he's Justin Bieber of our time.
Oh.
All right, it's 10:05. What do you want
All
to do?
right. Yeah, we should probably stop, huh? Unless they want to keep talking.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know
know
yet.
the game to binge on. I've been binging. Yeah, I've been playing too much Overwatch. I stopped. But yeah, do you guys want to do more Q&A?
I'll
If not,
answer.
we gonna end the stream
Ain't
because my
never going
throat
to
is
end.
hurting from all that talking.
No. What you want to talk about?
The night's still young enough for her because she has.
Shit to do in the morning, unfortunately. Not exactly the morning, but eventually.
I mean, Ghoulish and I combined, we're almost 50. We're like 1 year off 50, or 2 years. Three, actually. Three. You're like 24. I'm 23.
I'm
So
24.
three.
Thank you.
She's older than me, guys.
What? That much older.
Blank asked you if you got that job. And that job as in, I'm assuming that pupper's job.
Oh, my puppers. They have to call me to schedule the second interview. They were supposed to call today and they didn't. So I'm hoping it's just because it's a weekend. So hopefully by Monday. And if not, I'm going to call them. I'm going to be like, hey, I want to do this pupper dog. I want to play with the puppers.
It's okay, Kat. It's okay.
What?
She
That's
forgot
okay.
They.
It's always next week.
Gender.
Next week's a chill stream, though.
I triggered myself. But yeah, they you can rewatch this.
Yeah. Do you want to end the stream or do you want to wait 3 minutes to make it even?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Okay, we don't talk about.
Well, Emily asked us what our favorite horror movie, and mine is Bambi. It's pretty spoopy. Just
So spoopy.
don't watch Bambi, guys. If you're under 15, don't watch it.
My favorite horror movie, honestly, is The Hostels.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because I love the premise. And again, no filter. I don't hold back. I have this terrible kink for gore. So that movie's like the fucking best.
Not Bambi again.
Bambi, no.
Bambi, no.
It's okay. Axeman's not here, and I dissed Bambi, and he yelled at me and almost called off my project.
Freaking jerk.
Favorite meme. Mike's favorite meme is that stupid fucking Cash Me Outside. How about that? Which he is like 2 weeks late to, by the way.
First of all, she's 13, and she doesn't seem that stupid. When I was...
Oh, she dumb.
No. Like, some of the questions, when she answered seriously, she doesn't seem that stupid, but she didn't go past 7th grade, so I mean, I don't fucking know, but... Cash Me Outside, how about that?
No, I don't know. What's my favorite meme? All memes are my favorite meme. You know, let me go through my Facebook because now I want to know what kind of memes I be sharing.
My favorite meme is Ghoulish because she is the dankest of memes.
I send you all the dank memes.
You do. Bambi traumatized Lisa as a kid. I'm so sorry.
I hated Bambi when I was little. I just thought the movie was boring.
That's
what
a
favorite meme currently.
Oh my god, the diva nerfed this. Don't do it. By the time you find it, we're gonna end the stream.
I know. I like all memes. All memes are equal to me. Oh my god, I know what my favorite thing is right now. Here, I'm gonna tag you in it, okay?
Please don't.
I'm tagging you in it and watch it so you can tell them how amazing this thing is. Someone asked something and I forgot what it was.
Witness the rules of nature. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not.
My favorite game of all time. That's difficult. I don't have a favorite all-time game. The first thing that popped up when you asked what my favorite game was Saints Row.
minus the Dark Souls series. That made me fall in love with games more so. But it is 10:10, guys. So
Oh
we're
wait, I'm looking
gonna.
through the questions first.
Oh my god.
Link, maybe I will do a live stream where we can like play with people. I have to figure out how to set it up and all that crap, though. I'm not good at all that.
We should play Minecraft.
Yo, I love playing Minecraft.
Oh my god, yes, I would.
Who the fuck? I played Minecraft with somebody.
I would BM all your shit.
I don't know if it was somebody from, I don't know if it was a ghoul or if it was one of my friends from one of the pages that I used to admin on. But I played with Jude and we were in like creative mode.
Mhm.
And Jude somehow like made this perfect, not perfect circle, but he made a circle out of stuff and he started throwing horses in the middle of it. And my friend was like, why is he sacrificing all these horses? And Jude did something and then the horse started to fly. It was fucking weird.
Oh my god, yes, we should play Minecraft. I'm gonna grief all your shit and you're gonna be so pissed. But anyways.
I don't build my stuff on creative. I actually go out and do the work.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm saying I'm gonna build
I would never let you in one of my worlds, okay?
It won't matter. But anyways, I'm gonna do the outro. Can I do the outro, goddammit?
Yeah, fine.
No, I'm gonna take you outside. How about that? No, but
Oh my God, I'm gonna
seriously.
kill you.
But seriously, thank you everyone, both new and regular, for coming to our
Yes.
Paranormal Podtivity podcasts. I can remember when we did the first one. It felt like a month ago when in reality it's been almost a year, I think.
I think it's been exactly a year.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, thank you guys for coming, and as always, we do these every single Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, but that might be changing depending if Ghoulish gets the
Job or
job.
not, yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep you guys updated
Yes.
in that regard, but we hope that you guys have a good night and look out the window because someone's probably there looking at you right now.
You tried. Crazy cat. If you bell the channel, you'll get notifications when like videos come out and stuff.
Don't do it. Her channel's not worth it. Don't do it. Just
You
do
make
it for
me
like
so
other
sad.
channels. But yes, anyways, you guys have a good night and we will see you guys next week at 9 p.m. Eastern for a chill stream.
Yes.
Emily, just don't come for those streams ever.
So rude. Poor Emily.
She's like 16 or 15 and she has to, or she's younger than I know. She's like 12, right?
13, I think.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, just don't come to those. Yeah, just don't ever come to those. But anyways, you guys have a good night. Bye.
Bye, ghouls. See you next week.